a situation that I'm not overly happy about that I have been observing for quite a while. The question is, how do you work for a C-level executive as a senior executive assistant when the executive really does not want to collaborate or work with the ZA and establish a good relationship, but rather he wants everything to go through his chief of staff or hers. In some instances, it's definitely a chief of staff operating in a different capacity, but I have definitely heard of this challenge and actually coached a team, an executive of a large corporation and his assistant who had just hired a chief of staff. And the idea is, I mean, this is very difficult for you. And all I could say is having that conversation with this executive, not getting into the feeling or emotional side of it, because I imagine you have a lot of emotions wrapped around this. I know I would. I would be feeling like I'm your EA, I'm your strategic partner. Everything should flow through me. And then business operations and other things go through the chief of staff. I would ask for really try to get on your executive's calendar for a critical conversation, and conversation questions being around, now that there is this chief of staff, what are the roles and expectations of each of those? You know, we often talk about stay in your lane. So what's that chief of staff's lane? In other words, responsibilities. And you were saying he wants to work very closely with her, but then what's your role? What are your responsibilities? And asking for that clarification. And so if he's viewing that as the critical relationship, it's not wrong to ask, what are you seeing as my role? What are my duties? What are my responsibilities? And my understanding is that I'm that right-hand individual. And so you've got to get clarity there. Now, again, the executive may sugarcoat things and not honestly tell you. Okay, we do have that issue, or they're not going to be honest with you. And so I would definitely talk about the negative domino effect of you not being involved. So get your facts together. Make a list of, because I'm not directly involved, here are the 10 things that are occurring that are affecting maybe efficiency, product delivery. It could be affecting the flow of things. It could be affecting your ability to be proactive. So the more negatives you come up with, the better chance you have of getting that executive to see that you do play a vital role.